That means that she has helped a boatload of people, you guys. That means that she travels the world to share Kyani because she cares, because it's part of her life. She has 3 kids. She's a mother. She's been looking like an athlete lately. She's been looking good. She retired her husband. Her husband was an engineer. She was a stay-at-home mom. She got to work at Kyani. She retired her husband. He's blessed, right? How many husbands in here would like their wives to retire them? Right? So she's already a hero. She's your hero too, and she's my hero. So no more talking by me. Please stand to your feet. Give her the warmest aloha for our Black Diamond, Becky Bursell.
Aloha! Oh my gosh. I love being in Hawaii. I'm actually originally from California, and we moved to Utah a little over 10 years ago. And if anybody who's met my husband knows he's about the biggest outdoorsman you've ever met. And that was really what took us to Utah. But when we moved there was a company named Kyani that was kind of becoming a buzz around us. In fact, people kept trying to get us to take a look at it. And I'm a stay-at-home mom. My husband is a systems engineer by trade. And we were at a point in life that I call sick and tired of being sick and tired. How many of you guys ever been to that land before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We were ready to move and get off of it. But the problem was, we knew we wanted something better for our family. We knew we wanted to make better choices. Obviously, we all want to be more healthy in our lives. But we just didn't know how to do that. How many of you guys have ever read like a motivational book or listened to a motivational speaker? Isn't like the best feeling after you listen to that? But then you're thinking, okay, now what do I do? What's the actual plan? And that's kind of how we felt. I loved all of the positivity that came from personal development and from everybody out there that was trying to make a difference, but nobody actually laid out a strategy or a plan. And what I've seen in the last 9 years with Kyani is people don't lack a hope, they don't lack a vision, they don't even lack a work ethic. They lack a really good plan. The kind of plan that gets you excited. The kind of plan that makes your life better than anything you could dream. And that's really what we're designed to do, is create a lifestyle that you don't need a vacation from. You don't need a break from. In fact, you can't wait to wake up every morning because life is better than anything you could possibly dream. And my job tonight is to show you how Kyani has changed our lives and created that for us and literally hundreds of thousands of people across the world. So just know that we appreciate you guys coming tonight. Our job is not to convince you of anything. We're not in the convincing business. We're in the health and wellness business. And our job is to share with you what's going on with Kyani. If you love it, we'd love for you to be a part of this. There's so many great things going on with the company right now. So much opportunity. And these products, I've just never seen products that are as significant as what Kyani has to offer. So let's get started. Kyani itself was launched in 2007. Our founders are incredible businessmen based out of Idaho Falls, Idaho. How do you guys even know where Idaho Falls, Idaho is? I lived 3 hours away and I didn't know where it was. So once you've been there, you can cross it off the list. You've been there. But incredible founders. In fact, the Hansons and the Taylors outside of Kyani, before Kyani, were already doing close to $1 billion a year in their outside companies. The Taylors own over 30,000 acres of potato farms and cattle ranching outside of Idaho Falls. And the Hansons own one of the largest distributions of petroleum in the western United States. Very solid families, family-owned generational companies. They're just incredible men and families to be a part of. Unparalleled financial backing. We have always been a profitable company from day one. We've never had debt. We've never had investors. It's always been family-owned through the Hansons and the Taylors. We're currently operating in over 60 countries. This gives you an idea of the growth chart that's been happening. What I love is Kyani is literally doing hundreds of millions of dollars a year in revenues, and nobody knows who we are still, which is kind of a great opportunity for the brand new person. And for those of you that look at our past and think, gosh, I wish I would have known about it when Becky Bursell knew about it. No, you don't. The bottles were not this pretty. Nobody was making 6 figures a month yet. I literally, the first few months we would get paychecks. I would get happy faces on my check saying, "Good job, Becky," like in the memo section. That's how brand new we were. I mean, there were definitely moments that we crossed our fingers and hoped everything was going to work out the way that we had planned it to work out. And obviously it has, above and beyond everything that we dreamed. These are the Taylors and the Hansons, Mr. Kirk Hansen, Mr. Carl Taylor, the Scientific Advisory Board, which I'm so grateful for because I do not have a medical background. I don't want a medical background. I love the fact that these people have perfected Kyani over the years. And our company is not just dedicated to making money. They are dedicated to perfecting the product and always getting better and better. So even the products that we had 9 years ago, these are so much even better. I mean, we thought they were great back then, but as they've perfected the formulas and added some of the incredible ingredients to it, it's an all-over wellness product. And I love the fact that I could dump all the other supplements out of the cupboards and just replace them with my Kyani products. But Dr. Q-Tab, who was named Physician of the Year by Congress a few years ago, Dr. Claire Franco-Mano, who was the Chief Director at Johns Hopkins, Dr. Thomas Burke, who's the leading researcher on nitric oxide. How many of you guys have heard of nitric oxide before? You can't raise your hand if you're in Kyani, that's tea. If you're not in Kyani and you know what nitric oxide is, find me afterwards and we'll have an award or something. Because I thought it was nitrous oxide, like at the dentist's office, like laughing gas. I thought that'd be really fun to sell, but that's not what we sell. Nitric oxide, there's usually two types of people that know what nitric oxide is. Either you are in the bodybuilding or athletic world. You understand how it increases oxygen, blood flow, repairs muscle tissue, helps with stamina, all of the things that athletes want in their bodies to perform at a higher level. The other people that know what nitric oxide are, is they know what Viagra is. How many of you guys have heard of Viagra before? How many of you guys have not heard of Viagra before, basically? That's a good question. We'll have a chat afterwards. But Viagra was initially produced for heart patients after bypass surgery. It works as a vasodilator, so it expands all the blood vessels and arterioles in their body, which allows more blood and oxygen to be circulated, increases circulation, more oxygen, it can heal a lot better. So it was pumping more blood to the heart. They just accidentally found out it pumped blood to other areas of the body and have made billions and billions of dollars with it. And of course, sexual function is definitely a benefit of increased nitric oxide, but there are hundreds of thousands of medical studies now published on all of the other benefits of what nitric oxide can do. And these are some of the leading researchers in the world that just happen to sit on our scientific advisory board. The industry itself of network marketing, which I love when somebody says, is this MLM, is this network marketing? Because my response is, heck yeah. Show me another industry where anyone, a stay-at-home mom, a CEO of a company, anybody with a work ethic and a desire can literally create a multiple six-figure a month income with a couple $100 investment. Literally just hard work, effort, persistence, reluctant work can create that kind of possibility in your lifetime. So be proud of that aspect, because it is free enterprise at its best. And the people that don't understand network marketing have misconceptions because they've never experienced it. It's like asking a Lutheran to explain the Catholic Church. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. If you haven't experienced it for yourself and understand the kind of options it creates in your life, you might misunderstand it, like I did before. My only introduction to network marketing before Kyani was when my husband was in college, and I had stopped going to school so I could help support him through school. And I went for what I thought was a job interview. And I came home with a box of Cutco knives. And my husband was like, what is going on? I'm like, I don't know. I think I got a job. But look at these knives. It cuts through rope. And I can cut like a pipe. He's like, you've lost your mind. And I'm like, they're great knives. I never went back, but I still have the knives, actually. The industry itself, you're talking over $120 billion a year in sales, in direct sales alone. I mean, there's a huge industry around direct sales, which is all regulated through the DSA, FTC. The industry is praised by Robert Kiyosaki, Tony Robbins, Warren Buffett, John Maxwell, and network marketing creates millionaires. How many women in the room would love to create more millionaires in your own households? Do you know that over 80% of the women in the United States who make over a six-figure a year income, they do it through network marketing. They do it through direct sales. So for the opportunity that we have in place, sorry guys, you can do it too. I just like talking to women about that part. Especially when the women are all like, yeah, honey, retire me. Becky did it, go retire me. It's a great opportunity to recognize that you can create that multiple stream of income. The reason why Kyani was so attractive to me was because when we got involved, we already had a mortgage, we already had credit card debt, we needed medical insurance, we already had responsibilities. We couldn't walk away from my husband working 60, 70, 80 hours a week to just start a new business. There was no way we could. We didn't have the assets to go get a loan to, start make a $300,000 investment in a franchise or to start our own business, or even to support ourselves if my husband wanted to start his own business. How many of you guys are in that same situation? We all know. USA Today did a study years ago that asked thousands and thousands of people, if you had the chance to be your own boss or to work for someone else, which would you prefer? 96% of the people said, I'd rather work for myself. I'd rather be my own boss. So why is it less than 6% of the work population actually own our own business? Risk, investment, fear, opportunity. All of those things come into play, and Kyani takes away all of those objections. When you become a distributor in Kyani, we have a business in a box, and I've never seen anything like it. You literally have a multi-million-dollar company that does all of your billing, accounting, invoicing, tracking, collections, customer service, logistics, branding, everything that you need so that all you have to do is grow your business. How many business owners in the room? How many of you guys would love to spend all of your time growing your business instead of maintaining your business? Or collecting money from existing clientele? Most business owners aren't able to because they're spending all their time with their existing clientele or collecting money from the people that owe them. Whereas we don't have to do any of that. We've gotten where we've gotten today, and all of the leaders in the room, because we do a couple of things really well. We get customers. We tell people about the product. Day in, day out, anybody that has a heartbeat, anybody that's sitting next to me on a plane, they're going to hear about Kyani. Especially when they're buckled in and they got nowhere to go. Like you need a parachute to get away from me, basically. They're going to hear about it. Because I have seen what these products can do, and it becomes more of a responsibility than a business to be able to share that with people. The second thing we do is we invite people to an opportunity to see if it's something they're interested in. If you sit through a presentation like this, and you have no interest in the business, it's not for you. And that's okay. We're not going to try to convince you. Because if I have to convince you to see an opportunity, I'm going to have to convince you to work, and we just got too much going on to spend time doing that. Become a customer. Fall in love with the products. They will change your lives the same way it has for us as well. So let's talk a little bit more about the products. We have what's called the sunrise, the sunset, the nitro. It's a triangle pack. There's not really one ingredient or one fruit or one vegetable. Imagine if you could just eat spinach all day long and have a completely healthy body, right? That would be easy. Or take one pill or something and be completely healthy. It doesn't work that way. It's feeding your body with the right nutrition from a whole blend of ingredients. All of our products are food and plant-based. We have no stimulants in our products, which means they are safe and effective for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're 2 years old or 92 years old. It doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home mom or a professional athlete. These products will benefit anyone that's willing to be consistent with them. Now, my mom was the hardest person to get to take products. How many of you guys know moms are hard to sell? Yeah. In my book. Some of you guys are like, no, my mom's really nice. My mom's really nice too, but she has no problems telling me no. She has said that since I was 2 years old, right? No, don't touch that, don't do that, don't go that. No, you can't. So she's easy to tell me no. It's no big deal. So when I got involved in Kyani, I said, Mom, you've got to take these products. They are phenomenal. You're going to love them. She's like, oh, sure, honey, no big deal. I'll take them. And I knew she wasn't going to take them. So I left, and I called her a couple days later, and I'm like, Mom, don't you love the sunrise? Are you feeling so great? She's like, oh, honey, I love them. I love the sunrise. It's so good. Right? I'm like, Mom, don't you love that chocolatey flavor it has? Like, it's so chocolatey. She's like, oh, it's so chocolatey. It's so good. I love it. I'm like, Mom, there is no chocolate in the sunrise. You have not even tried it. She's like, no, I haven't. It's in the fridge. Mom, go try it. So as much value as we can create, we can't make people take the products. But when she did start taking it, she called me and she's like, Beck, I lost 5 pounds in the last week. And if I run out of this stuff, I'll start stalking you. She's like, I took away my cravings. I didn't run to the fridge. I didn't feel like I needed sweets. Like, I love the fact that my body's being fueled and I can actually feel that stamina throughout the day. And I have the same benefit, being able to just balance my life every single day and not feel like at 3 o'clock. Does anybody have kids? Like, when it's time to put them down for a nap, you're like, you need to take a nap because I need a nap, right? That's usually how it works. But with the Kyani products, Even sometimes if I do hit a wall at 3 o'clock, I'll take another ounce, and I'm so good for the rest of the day. I mean, no stimulants, no sugars. I mean, just a pure, leveled, sustainable nutrition of energy every single day. So the sunrise, the sunset, the nitro, it's a triangle effect. The sunrise we take in the morning, right? Because when does the sun rise? In the morning. These are easy questions, you guys. Sunrise in the morning. 100% of your vitamins, trace minerals, antioxidants, resveratrol, phytonutrients, everything we're supposed to be getting from our diet, but we don't, right? Because there's a Zippies on every corner, so we don't get what we need in our diet, right? So we need to take the sunrise to supplement. And here's the truth of where we're at today. Even all of the fruits, vegetables, even if you have your own garden, the tomatoes, the green peppers, the cucumbers, the apples, everything that you grow today does not have the same level of nutrients it did for our grandparents and our great-grandparents. Everything has been so genetically altered. The soil is not the same. The water is not the same. It doesn't have the same level of nutrition. So if you are not supplementing, you're not fueling your body, and it's not operating on the level it actually could. So when people say, what do the Kyani products do? I say, it's simple. They literally feed your body to help release constriction, to help give energy, to reduce inflammation, and create an environment where your body can truly heal itself. Because that's really what it's designed to do. We just complicate it with what we put in our body. So the sunrise, you're talking the wild Alaskan blueberries, cranberry, raspberry, aloe vera, grapeseed, ashwagandha, which I didn't even know existed until Kyani came along. Acai, you're talking kale, broccoli, spinach. You would literally have to eat 20 pounds of fruits and vegetables every day to get the level of nutrients in 1 ounce of sunrise. Now, I like to eat, but 20 pounds of anything does not sound fun. I'd much rather have 1 ounce of sunrise, and with my kids, very, very easy, 1 ounce as well, every single day. The sunset, which we take in the evening, they are soft gels, and inside is the Alaska sockeye salmon oils and an extreme form of vitamin E called the tocotrienol. These are actually my favorite products. It's kind of like saying you have a favorite child because you love all of them, but that one really I love because I love my sleep. And for me, a good night's sleep is worth any amount of money. And I love the fact that it just helps me de-stress. And when my head hits that pillow, how many of you guys ever had insomnia? Or how many of you guys are ADD, where your brain never shuts off? Your head hits that pillow and you're still making lists, and you're doing presentations, and you're like arguing with your spouse in your sleep, and your mind won't shut off. I love the sunset because when my head hits that pillow, my mind shuts off, my body relaxes, and it doesn't matter if I get 5 hours or 10 hours. It's like I had the most amazing sleep all night long. You're talking about restful, where your body can go into REM mode, truly repair and heal itself, so that you're actually prepared to take on the next day. And you don't wake up groggy. It's not like you took something to go to sleep. It's just a natural de-stressor. The benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, the vitamin E tocotrienols, I mean, the lists go on, and we're going to actually show you a video that explain a lot of that. The Nitro is the third product, and there's actually a family of Nitro products. There's the Nitro FX, for people that are already healthy, that you're worried about prevention, you just want to have stamina throughout the day. The Nitro FX is amazing. The Extreme are for people that have some health issues and maybe need some relief for certain things. Or those that are athletes and you want to take it before you work out. I have a daughter who plays Division I college volleyball, and she's 6 foot tall. And she says, "Mom, let's go for a run." And I'm like, "Haha, you're funny," right? Because your idea of a run and my idea of a run are two different things. And with her legs being as long as they are, it takes a lot for me to keep up with her. But if I take the Nitro Extreme, I can go run 3 miles with her and pretend like I'm in really great shape. And it's amazing. So if you want to trick yourself into thinking you're in good shape, take the Nitro Extreme. The other aspect, I think every personal trainer should have Extreme, because most people have a hard time going back to their trainer when they're sore. They've worked out really hard and then they can't walk the next day, and they don't want to work out, and then they're like, "I can't do this, I'm over it," they quit right there. When you're talking about repairing muscle tissue and a great pre-workout that helps prevent all of that, it helps with recovery, you're talking about the Nitro Extreme. There's also the Nitro Powder. A lot of athletes are already supplementing. They're already putting proteins, BCAAs. It's very easy to put the stick of Nitro Powder in there, call it a day, and you've got your great pre-workout. So phenomenal products. And like I said, we have so many professional athletes, Olympians, collegiate athletes. There is no nitric oxide in our products. That's the best part about it. You can't overdose on anything. You don't get jitters. All it does is trigger your body's production of nitric oxide, which is amazing because your body will regulate what it needs and flush out the rest. So let's actually watch a video and we'll explain a lot more about the products.